on January 2019, together with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Tourism, ProColombia launched a strategy called Conectados, which aims for a more effective positioning of our country abroad. This coordinated effort has already proved its benefits. Through a series of promotional activities with Colombian embassies and ProColombia's offices around the world, we have accomplished positive results in terms of attracting foreign direct investment, tourism and air connectivity, and opening new markets for our products and services. In 18 months, the embassies have joined us in close to 1,000 meetings with foreign companies and in 360 promotional events in 40 countries. Today, we are officially initiating the second phase of Conectados, with the purpose of continuing to strengthen the relationship with our embassies and together contribute to our economic reactivation. In this sense, I am very proud to introduce our brand new Conectados landing page, which can be found in ProColombia's webpage. This site will feature timely and relevant content in several formats, including podcasts, webinars, and our main event, ProColombia, A Time to Talk, which we are inaugurating with our wonderful ally, the Colombian ambassador to Norway, Ángela Montoya. Ambassador Montoya has been a key partner in implementing the Conectados strategy in Norway. She has inspired us to make our meetings and conversations with the stakeholders to a new level and to create this new initiative, ProColombia, A Time to Talk, which will be replicated in other parts of the world. Thank you for your constant support, Ambassador. We strongly believe that tourism will play a fundamental role in the economic recovery, not only in Colombia, but in the rest of the world as well. This is the reason why we wanted to begin our talk series discussing the opportunities for this industry. We will show why Colombia has become an ideal destination for luxury travelers, and we will dive into the different options that our country has to offer for tourists in this segment. Welcome to ProColombia, A Time to Talk.
Well, A Time to Talk. ProColombia really amazes me because these ideas, what they're going to do is get us together no matter where we're located. Ambassadors, ProColombia, everybody working at the same pace for what? To open the market, to open the economy, and to boost tourism for Colombia. Today, Flavia, thank you for this introduction. I went to Bergen. Bergen is the second city in the west coast of Norway. And we did a wonderful trip, 7 hours trip, to be inside a yacht. Inside a yacht because we were invited by Top the Fjords to do this amazing one-to-one with Galavanta. Top the Fjords in Bergen, Galavanta in Cartagena. So all is said, and we're gonna watch the video and we're gonna open our arms to greet all of the people that want to visit Colombia.
Well, hello to everybody in Colombia, hello in Norway, and hello in every part of the world. Thank you so much, Flavia Santoro. Why am I saying this? Because ProColombia is really top of the notch company that is doing a lot of effort regarding tourism in our country and to bring in to Colombia tourists back after COVID-19. So thank you, Flavia. Thank you for this opportunity. You'll see that we're running and I have a jacket because I was outside. It's raining and now I have a wind jacket and now we came in and it's gonna be really fun to see us in this particular place because we're filming today inside a yacht. We really want to take this opportunity to talk with all the people that are interested in our country and interested in tourism. So I am here with Carolina Morales and I'm here with, I say Kathy and Catty. And I say so many names, but I know it starts with a K.
Yeah.
And so that is the most important. Cari, thank you so much.
Whatever you want.
Okay, no, her real name is Carian. Carian is here from Top the Fjords and Carolina Morales. And we have a very wonderful surprise. We have people connected, a very important company. It's called Galavanta. They're connected from Cartagena. Beautiful Cartagena. You have beautiful weather. You have the sun, orange houses, beautiful, beautiful landscape. Thank you, Cristina and Alexis, for being here. Galavanta, and I'll tell you all about Galavanta and Top the Fjords in just one moment. I just wanted to express the thanks to ProColombia again, but also for all this running around and showing the opportunities Norway has to show Colombians, and Colombia has to show Norway. So Carolina, thank you again. Top the Fjords, you were two of them.
You're very welcome.
No, I'm going to give you the opportunity to present yourselves. And I will start with Carolina. Carolina, you're Colombian.
Yes.
And you live in Norway.
Yes.
And tell us just a little bit about your background, why you're living in Norway.
Yeah, my name is Carolina. I used to be a businesswoman in Colombia, Bogota. And I got married with a Norwegian man. And so I moved to Norway 2 years ago. So I am in Norway because of love.
You know what? I have found that is very common. We have been interviewing with the crew of the embassy. That, let me tell you, I have the best of the best that are not here in front of the camera, but Catalina and Laura are in the back of the camera. They're the back office of this whole presentation. And yes, most of the people that arrived here in Norway fell in love, either with Norwegians or with, well, somebody, a man that just came and we decided to follow him. He's into architecture and a scientist. They got married to Norwegians and you got married to a Norwegian. Yeah. And so it's all about globalization. And what is tourism if it's not globalization? What is it if it's not showing the best of the both continents, the both countries? So go ahead. You, Karian, and tell us a little bit where you met, both of you, why you became partners.
That's a funny story. Yeah. Well, I am a local. I am from Bergen. And actually, Carolina is, can I say that you are my stepmother?
You got
it. She doesn't look like a stepmother to me, but anyway, I think they're the same age, but anyway.
Yeah. So in one way or another, we could say that it's like a little family business. Yeah. I would say that. Yeah. And
it started how many years ago?
It started a few years back, but we took it up to the next level last year, actually. And we saw the potential that this could be something that could be so much more.
We're going to talk about what is taking tourism to the next level. But we're right now in the presentation stage, so go on.
So I will tell you a little bit about myself. So yeah, I am from Bergen. I am actually, I studied economy and finance. So why did I end up in the tourism? I guess I love to travel and I love to experience new things and adventures. I love people and I also love my own country. And I'm proud of Norway. And I want to show this beautiful surroundings to everybody.
That is passion. And that we have a lot in Colombia. Cristina, thank you so much for being here, Galavanta. First of all, where this name came from?
Thank you very much, Ambassador Montoya and Flavia, the whole team of ProColombia, for the invitation. It's an absolute honor to participate in this great initiative. And thanks for the great question. It's Galavanta. The word comes from an older English word, gallivanting. Gallivanting means wandering about in search of happiness, in search of pleasure. So, and that is a little bit what travel is about. It's about searching happiness and wandering, exploring. And yeah, along with my partner, Alexis Pradier, we founded Galavanta about 6 years ago.
I also ended up in Colombia searching for love. I've actually met love and then moved to Colombia following love.
We met in Canada.
And you found it.
Yeah.
Found it, yeah.
Oh, so you're a couple.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, let's start to talk about what brought us here, tourism. I think one of the most affected economic sectors in the whole world regarding COVID has been the tourism. And it hasn't been for Colombia, it has been for everybody. People or economies that really live from tourism are being affected, and many jobs and many places closing and many opportunities lost. So really, I think our government, the government of Colombia, President Duque, ProColombia, thinking about trying to help the economy get back into track, helping this industry is a very important task, and we are committed. We are committed as ambassadors, we are committed as Colombians, and of course, Norway plays a very important role. Why? Because I think Norway will see Colombia as a good destination for this kind of travel. The figures of Norwegians going to Colombia are very low, so we have to really bring them higher. And of course, Colombians from Galavanta coming to Norway also have to come higher. So let's start with the first question, Carolina. What is for a Norwegian luxury travel?
Yeah, I will translate that question to my partner because she is Norwegian. So I think it's even though I know what that means luxury for them, I will prefer that our Norwegian explains this question.
Well, the definition of luxury for a Norwegian traveler, I think it's a very interesting question, actually, but also a very difficult answer. A question to answer because it's so personalized. It's very different from person to person. What is luxury for me might not be luxury for you, right?
Yeah, but sometimes there's kind of a way that certain people like to travel.
Exactly.
Some like five-star hotels. Sometimes some people like environmental experiences. Some like sports. So that is the question is more broad.
Yeah.
What do you, as Norwegians, think is luxury?
Yeah, like in general, both for Norwegian people as well as people from abroad, luxury can be defined as something that is connected to something that is really exclusive, something that is fancy, something with glitz and glam, driving nice cars, travel in a fancy way.
Let me say something. For me, for example, and in the tourism sector, exclusive doesn't mean expensive. And after that, I want Cristina and Alexis to tell us about that, because people think high-end traveling is expensive, and it's not for everybody, but really it is, because luxury can be in little details, in little things that really can make a difference. So, Carolina, pitch in and say why Top the Fjords really kind of says luxury is here. Why? Give me an example of one trip that you have arranged for somebody. Don't tell us the name, but tell us, okay, this was such a wonderful experience. Somebody wants to repeat it and do it all over again.
Yeah, we have clients from around the world, and very important people that I cannot tell because we have give our word to don't tell about them. But for sure we get very high-end people here in Norway. And I will say luxury for us here in Norway and for these people is about the taste. It's about to be able to offer things that no other people can offer. And these people like to enjoy kind of loneliness. So they don't enjoy crowd things. They don't enjoy a crowd restaurant, a crowd visit to the mountain. They love to find things unique and kind of be able to enjoy them alone, with their family, with their group.
So it brings us to secluded places, and that is, I think, music to the ears of Cristina and Alexis that want to talk about these secluded, beautiful, amazing places that we have in Colombia. Cristina, Alexis, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Montoya. Yes, I completely agree with you. Luxury in Colombia is not about the golden bathtub and the five-star hotel. Colombia has so much to offer, and for us, the definition of luxury is in the amazing, captivating people, the incredible diversity of cultures that we have. We're the second most biodiverse country in the world. That is the true luxury, and exploring it in ways that go beyond the ordinary. So if a traditional tourism or mass tourism, you're going to talk about city tours and transfers and jumping on and off a bus. For us, luxury tourism doesn't have to be super expensive, but it's about that privacy level. It's about the personalization, having an experience that is completely tailored to the interests and preferences of the traveler, and surprising them with details along the way, and also with experts. We're not talking about traditional guides, we're talking about fascinating historians, anthropologists, chefs, architects, really interesting people that demonstrate that passion. And that passion is what is necessary for us as Colombians to show that level of depth that people are looking for. So a luxury traveler is looking for depth and knowledge, for that passion, the interest. And then you can take that into the insider access that you can offer. So to give you an example of what luxury travel is, it can be something as simple as going to the market with an amazing chef, or it can be having a dinner at a private art gallery, or visiting a private art collection. Things that other people don't have access to. Some things that you can't find on Google. We call them ungoogleable experiences, things that you need that insider access to achieve. And it can be as simple as that, or it can be a helicopter expedition to see the lost city in the Sierra Nevada mountains, or landing in the middle of the Andes mountains and doing a picnic at a waterfall. So there's very different levels of luxury. It's just a matter of finding the interest of the traveler and designing something very personalized for that person.
You're so right, because 50 million people are waiting for Norwegians to come to our country. And we have 50 million hands, well, double, because we have two, hands waiting and our hearts open, and really people eager to welcome tourism back. We have been in a shutdown for so long, mostly 5, 6 months, 4 months and a half. And we have had a vision to bring tourism back. And I'm going to give one example. For example, this biosecurity seal that is being promoted by the Ministry of Foreign Trade and ProColombia and all the government and all our people, just to show that when we are ready to welcome tourism back, we are going to do it in the perfect way to have tourism come and be not to be scared and really to think they're coming to a country that is responsible. I would use that word because it's responsibility. After COVID, we have to be responsible. We have to take care of ourselves, but we have to take care of others. So in Colombia, we're going to take care of people that are going to come back. And so experiences are, waiting for all these people that Cristina were mentioning regarding if there are people in sports, if there are people that are really into gastronomy and really good cooking, or if they're only sightseeing, or what about bird watching? We have been awarded for the 4th year in a row in a very, very important award in Colombia for bird watchers, and we have 1,900 species of birds that people can watch. So most of the Norwegians don't know that. So top of yours, are you ready to pair with Galavanta and to do luxury tourism throughout the country, both ways, Galavanta and top of fjords?
Yeah, to be honest, we have a plan to take some customers, clients to Colombia, but in the beginning, we were thinking about that, but doing alone ourselves, because I was from Colombia, and then I know I used to travel a lot in Colombia, so I could match or try to fix everything for them. But then you ladies open our eyes, you know, it's easier to have someone there to do it, because yeah, for us in Norway, we have a busy season in summer, spring, summer, late, little bit in autumn, but then the winter is we don't have so much work, so we can work in that period with Colombia a lot.
Because it's thinking the same way. It's not thinking outside the box. It's thinking inside the possibilities, I would say,
Yeah.
because there's so many. Maybe sharing experiences of good practices in both countries. I was going to ask Cristina and Alexis, what is the country doing besides what I explained regarding biosecurity when doors are open again? Because right now we have airports still kind of locked down. Some cities are open. 16 airports in the country have already complied with biosecurity rules and regulations. That is amazing. That is very strict, but we're really moving forward. So what is Colombia doing? And then I'll pose a question to you both regarding biosecurity.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's a really good question. And you're right, Colombia and the government have done a lot. They've been working very hard on those bio security seals that have come out over the last few weeks. There are some for hotels, for agencies, pretty much for every single category of tourism provider has a specific, because of course you cannot apply one, would be different for if you're a transportation company or a hotel. So the Colombian government has been working really hard. And us on our side, of course, we have to take into account that everyone right now is worried about the virus and the fact that it's going to stay, and we have to adjust our lives and living with it. All the while, we have to work with our providers and implementing those safety protocols, which not only in Colombia, but we're also looking elsewhere, right? In other countries, for example, in Norway and in Europe, they also have more experience. They've been working with it for a few weeks now. Hotels have been open, the countries have been receiving tourists, and it's important to see also what's happening there. In terms of Colombia, more going further than just those security measures, I think there has to be a change in Colombia and in the world in general about the way we see our work, not only tourism, but in tourism in particular. We need to start thinking about how to bring a positive impact to what we do. So this has to be, for example, for us, working in redesigning our experiences, making sure that we work with communities, we work with the destination providers, minimizing the environmental impact and maximizing that positive impact that you have to the communities, to the environments. So for example, what does that mean? We're starting to develop a tool to measure the CO2, the carbon emissions of our clients traveling through Colombia. So that means that we can then offset the emissions and make sure that everyone who visits us can have a carbon neutral trip. So that's one step, but there are many that we need to take into account, not only us as Galavanta, but our providers, I think the tourism industry in general, and everyone. We understand now with the COVID that there has to be some sort of consciousness about what we do if we want to make sure that we're going to be living better in the next few years.
I think everybody has to comply with the rules. I'm presently living in a country, Norway, that really complies with the rules. Well, here COVID was really well handled, 253 cases, deaths, 9,800 cases altogether. But if you ask me what was, the difference between other countries in Europe, I'm not comparing Colombia and Norway at this point, but I'm saying Norway regarding Europe. Well, people in Norway really complied with the rules. I would say it was discipline. It was doing things the right way. And why do I bring that into consideration? because the world changed.
I think the most important thing that I think Norway is doing is that when they get one people sick, they are positive for COVID, then the health system just talk to them, and they try to figure out how many people was in contact with that people, and then
It's called traceability.
Yes.
Traceability of the content.
And then they put in quarantine 100, 200 people, and people is following that, and that's why you feel very safe, pretty safe in Norway when you travel here, when you are outside. It's very strict with that.
I think we have so many things to talk about regarding possibilities of bringing Norwegians to Colombia. Cristina, if I was a tourist and I'm a Norwegian, how would you convince me?
So, if you're going to travel all the way to the Americas, I believe it's quite a long flight from Oslo to Bogota. You want to see many things, many different things. And I think that the beautiful thing about Colombia is that because it's so diverse, each town or each city has a unique architecture, culture, traditions, music, dances. We're the land of 1,000 rhythms, and so many different types of landscapes, ecosystems, and biodiversity, that when you travel Colombia, it feels like you're traveling to many different countries inside of one. So in comparison to other countries in Latin America, you have to travel very long distances to get that diversity. But in Colombia, you can go from the desert to the jungle, to the snow peaks, to the cloud forest, to Caribbean colonial towns within a matter of hours driving. Within 2 hours, you're going from...
So, you just sold her. Your first person going there, you just sold her.
Yeah.
I just have to ask, where else? I mean, where else do you have that climate throughout the year? Beautiful sunshine as where you're at right now. I love Bergen. We came here. It's beautiful. Really, it is a beautiful place, but it rains like every day.
It rains.
No, not every day.
Yeah. It rains 265 days.
Well, that's
in
a lot.
year.
Yeah,
That is a lot. That is a lot. But even though, yes, you convinced somebody to go, but for example, Norwegians going there also have a lot of things that they don't have here because of long winters. Beautiful country, amazing people, beautiful everything. I love this country throughout, but we have a winter that starts in mid-November, October, November, and it goes through April. And it's not only cold, but it's also dark. So we have the possibilities of taking people during Christmas and so on, and having this beautiful weather that you can see with Alexis and Cristina in the background, the colonial architecture, everything. I talked about birds, but also we have 365 different fruits, like the ones you have here.
Yeah.
So that gives us a possibility of eating one fruit each day without repeating. That is also a very good thing.
Much more than that.
Oh, maybe much more. Yes, we also have an amazing biodiversity of flowers, topography, mountains. You're sitting in Bogota with a coat, and then you drive an hour and a half, and you have the sunshine, and then you're going in the other direction, and you have really the cold weather. The only thing that we don't have in Colombia is snow. But we have so many things to.
But you have coffee. Norwegian love coffee.
Yeah.
The Norwegians are the first the second consumers per capita in the world of coffee.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that, Cristina and Alexis, but they consume coffee really, really on a very high percentage, really. But we're striving to show them that it comes from Colombia. Good, best coffee from Colombia. We have 3 minutes, and I have to convince people to also come to Norway from Colombia. So sell Norway.
Yeah, well, Norway, as I said, is a beautiful country, and it has like 4 seasons. We have snow, so maybe you want to come to Norway for a winter holiday and try some skiing up in the mountains. Now, basically, and most of the people who are coming here want the authentic, the pure and real adventure and connect with the nature. And what we are offering is just that. Connect with the beauty of the nature and taking you away from the crowds and into the fjords, surrounded by towering mountains and powerful waterfalls.
Well, we think in Colombia, high-spending tourism, as the one Galavanta does, as Stop the Fjord does, is then one of the possibilities, and we decided in Colombia to do it, to reorganize, if I could say that word, our economy. So we are going to really do an effort on bringing a lot of Norwegians, but not only Norwegians. Scandinavian countries have a lot of people. Norway is a small-sized country, but we have Denmark, and we have Sweden, and we have all around, but also Europe. And we have to do a lot of effort showing what they're losing if they do not go to Colombia. So I am very happy to have done this live presentation. We had rain, we had sunshine. I was like really hot, so I took my jacket off because it was supposed to, we were supposed to do it outdoors. We couldn't do it. But anyway, I think it has been really, we have showed Colombians a little bit about Norway and Norwegians a little bit about Colombia and all the people that follow us from all over, because ProColombia is all over. ProColombia is such a wonderful entity that really takes things in a very professional manner. That is why, Flavia, thank you. Thank you, all the people that work really every day, 365 days a year, to bring tourism, to improve our balance regarding exports and imports, but most importantly, to bring investment. And this is one branch of the economy, but we still have 2 others, and we have to work really hard to bring them to Colombia. Colombia has the highest ratings. We are a very old democracy, very stable country, and we have open arms waiting for you, and Norway also. Yeah. So it's putting the 2 hats together. Thank you so much, everybody, for this half an hour. It really ran really fast. I thought it was like 10 minutes, but they're just showing me we're almost out of time. So thank you so very much. Thank you to my team, to our team, and to everybody that has the patience of hearing us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador.
Thanks, Ambassador Montoya.
Christina, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you, your husband, for lending us this amazing yacht.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys in Colombia.
Yeah,
sooner.
and we see you here also.
Yeah.